John Boyega is back in a brand new Sundance thriller this year at Sundance 2022. Very excited to talk about 892. What's going on, buddy? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. Today we're going to be discussing Sundance 2022's brand new premiere for 892. It's about a Marine War veteran who faces mental and emotional challenges when he tries to reintegrate himself back into civilian life. But, of course, his disability check does not pass through, not getting the money that he rightfully deserves after fighting for our country. And in turn for this, he ends up going to the bank, says he has a bomb, and takes hostages. Now, this is based on a true story, a story that I had never heard about a man named Brian Brown Easley, who is portrayed in here by John Boyega. And this movie also stars the likes of Connie Britton, Jeffrey Donovan, Nicole Beharie, and of course, Michael Kenneth Williams in his final performance. Now, I have been very looking forward to this just for the fact of John Boyega and Michael Kenneth Williams acting alongside one another. But finding out this is actually a true story when the film had started, once I saw the true story thing popped up, and I sat there, I was like, well, how much of a true story is this film actually going to be? Like, some films are true stories, and some films, they're based on a true story, but they're not fully integrated within there. If you actually look at the true story on this, it's really sad, because I'm not going to fully get into spoilers on this entire thing, but as the film plays out, you can clearly tell he is just there for his money. He's just there to prove a point, and this is the way that he feels is his way to prove that point. Understandably so, he does take hostages, and he says he has a bomb, but you can clearly tell that, and I get in the situation, you probably wouldn't be able to if you're one of the hostages, but you can clearly tell watching this movie, and I don't know how it was in real life, you can clearly tell he does not want to hurt these people. He just wants to show that this disability thing is happening to so many veterans out there, and the powerhouse performances that are held inside of here elevate the material and very much the issues at hand for our society, because this isn't the first time that I've heard about that Marine War veterans who are left homeless, who are left unable to have care, aren't able to have this stuff because of our government not being able to pay them, or making up some dumb reason, or just not giving them their checks. These are serious issues that I think 892 compacts into a well-written and well-told, tense thriller, while also giving, again, a very serious issue, a poignant topic that needs to be discussed. Now, if you guys are new here and you also love talking movies, or you just want to keep talking some indie films, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so we can keep talking movies over here on a daily basis. I'm going to be covering a lot for Sundance, and I can't wait to have you guys along for the ride, as well as make sure to leave a comment down below. What are your guys' thoughts on this movie? Do you guys love this movie? Do you hate it? Let's discuss it all down there. Once again, though, the thing I do want to start out with this is my Sundance reviews are a little bit different, more laid back, as this is kind of the way that I want to present them, and really only give you guys the reasons to why you should be excited and put these on your watch list when they finally come out later this year or next. Now, 892, for me, the big thing that kind of stood out for this was John Boyega's performance. I've already been impressed with him when it comes to being an actor, but I think this might be his best performance yet. He was emotionally engaging the entire way through, and that's really a volume that you can speak for the entire film. But there's something about Boyega's performance that is very much relatable and sincere, and you can truly feel and understand where his struggles and where his mental issues are coming from, especially after he had fought from our country, the PTSD that is affecting him and what he feels like he is deserving, but also what we understand he is deserving of. Nicole Beharie is fantastic in here, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name, but she is great. She's one of the hostages in here, alongside Elise Neal, who I was very much impressed with as well. Connie Britton and Jeffrey Donovan are also good, but for me, the other big performance I want to talk about that adds alongside the big powerhouse performance that John Boyega gave was Michael Kenneth Williams. It makes me even sad watching this movie. I didn't know he was in it until I'd actually read up about it a little bit more, and then found out, oh my god, this is his final performance. I miss him so much already. I think he was absolutely one of the most underrated actors that had ever come onto the screen, and for me, seeing him in his final performance, it was a powerful one at that, and emotionally resonating as well. I think there's something about the way that he gives off his strength, his lines of dialogue, and the way that he's able to talk to John Boyega and relate to him, those are some of the moments that really much give such an empathy to this entire film of why you can truly understand both sides and both point of views from there. You also see the struggles of what is going on in our country, in our government, society, and everything of that nature, and that's where the center of this film really lingers. Boyega has a family. He has a daughter to take care of, and the fact that he's unable to get paid to assist in that, to assist in his own livelihood, is absolutely insane. B. Corbin, the director and writer of this, absolutely understands the situation and establishes that inside here. Again, taking out just the poignant piece and the message of it all, it is also wrapped into a very tense thriller that had me engaged the entire way through. I didn't know where the story was going to go. Again, I didn't know about the true story until after watching this movie, and for me sitting there and actually learning about it afterwards, they keep that emotion, they keep that thrilling tension throughout the entire way through, because you still are questioning certain aspects of what is real and what it isn't, because this all relies and all comes from John Boyega's point of view. Writing and directing is absolutely stellar there. When it comes down to cons, maybe the only thing I actually do have an issue with inside this movie is I do feel like it was a tad bit too long. It's an hour and like 48 minutes. I maybe would have dropped that down to maybe an hour and 20. I think there was a couple sequences that really were taken out, and I don't think it would have changed the story overall. There's also a lingering question, though, that I have, that I feel like if with a bigger budget, now I understand this is an indie film, but with a bigger budget, I feel like you could have shown certain things that Boyega's character had gone on before this had happened to really further out and develop that PTSD nature for some audience members to kind of understand a little bit more, and to maybe even help out the pacing, because it all takes place in pretty much just one central location in this bank on calls. And I want to make the joke because every damn film festival, it feels like Naomi Watts is in a film that's kind of like this, and it takes place it's always at a film festival, and they're always good, but not like great. This is a great thriller that I feel like is establishing well, and it's probably one of the best one-place situation thrillers that we've gotten from a film festival in quite a while, and I was very impressed with 892, even I feel like it was a tad bit too long. 892 showcases the powerhouse performances from John Boyega and, of course, the fantastic Michael Kenneth Williams. Emotionally engaging and thrilling all at the same time. It has a lot to say, and it hits hard in its final moments especially, but this is, again, an emotionally engaging movie that had me locked in the entire way through, and I was very impressed with it overall. Overall, I absolutely dug 892. This should absolutely be on your watch list, and I was very, very happy and pleasantly surprised by this movie that it hit the success that it did. I hope to see John Boyega in films more often, and very much Michael Kenneth Williams. Rest in peace to you, sir. It was a fantastic performance from there. So all that said, I'm going to give 892 a B+. Once again, guys, for watching this. You guys are seriously all the best. I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this film. How excited are you for it? Did you get to check it out at Sundance? Let me know down below. Again, hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below as again. And of course, until next time, stay classy.